death, what it do to me. Yeah, making me dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. What the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Coming back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos is in my mental. You need a PJ, first class, not what you went to. You need the relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat. In case the movies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the rain. No. I'm just here to remind you, but never mommy, man. I'm here to remind you where you come from. All this peace retreat is lame done. You can never get rid of me, I live in you. Both of our offend you. They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they trying to copy.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Carolina Panthers. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
To throw on second down is Newton. He's going to air one out. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. A first carry now for Alex Collins. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. Muscles him off. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And able to find John Brown. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big completion there on 3rd and short, keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Set! Green, 39.
To throw is Jackson. On the move to his left. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And it's 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They get it to him running left. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Keep on coming, baby. Keep coming. Yeah, dude. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He makes diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. John Brown taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Charles, how do you figure what's going on right now with the Carolina Panthers? They have lost 5 in a row. Remember, they were 5-2 this past week, a 6-point defeat at the hands of the Cleveland Browns. What's going on there?
I wish I could put an actual finger on it and be able to diagnose it and tell you. I have a couple of theories, though. Number one, Cam Newton's shoulder. That is a little bit of an issue. He's trying to play through and give him credit for toughness, but not able to make all the throws he wants to make. In fact, Myles Garrett from Cleveland mentioned that prior to the game. He thought that he wasn't quite the same quarterback. I also think that defensively, they're just not the same team. We're used to them taking the ball away from people, making big plays. We're not seeing that. And the last part, just not as explosive as they need to be on offense. Can't extend leads. That means they're in every game, and it puts them in jeopardy at the end.
They finish with 3 conference games, 2 of them against New Orleans, 1 against Atlanta. They struggled on the road, just 1-6 away from home. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Devin Funchess, 29 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Baltimore Ravens, what a game they were in at Kansas City last week. Did lose it 27-24, but a heck of a game. And for the Ravens at 7-6, they're still in control of that 6th seed in the AFC.
And that's all that matters, okay? You lose the ball game, but as long as you're still in playoff position and you get to control your own fate, you have to feel good about that. Lamar Jackson had his 4th NFL start, continues to look good in spots, especially when he's running the football. In fact, Baltimore had rushed for over 200 yards in 3 games with him as the starter coming into that one. Joe Flacco's healthy, can't beat him out because they're playing better on offense with Lamar Jackson. I just love how they pushed Kansas City absolutely to the brink before Harrison Butker won it in overtime for KC.
Last 3 games pretty manageable. Tampa Bay and Cleveland at home. They do have to go to the Chargers, however. On 2nd down, Jackson flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. And the first play will be a field goal try. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Gun. Get it up.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Now Newton on 1st down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Devin Funchess. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead is now 14-10. Gano out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Lucky 56.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, Barney. Gun. Hot.
To throw is Jackson on 3rd down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
7-8.
Now Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Oh, and now he bowls him over. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
To throw is Newton. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And that'll bring up second down.
Here we go, fellas.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another second and goal. McCaffrey following the penalty, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. Now Jackson on second down. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll go down at the 28. That catch good for 5. It's third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mario Addison coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And the Panthers coming out now. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A CD, by the way, we have some news from the esports world. First major of the new year. The Madden Classic was held in Las Vegas during Week 14 of the NFL season. 170 players.
Yeah, did you see the money?
Over $150,000 in prize money.
Not so bad, huh?
Yeah.
Not too shabby.
And your winner, I'll let you do the honors for the second straight year.
Michael Skimbo, second straight year. The man walks away with the money and the championship belt. He beat Justin Lowman Brown 28-21 in the final. I I think the world was looking forward to this one, and they got it. And I can't wait to see how Skimbo does with the rest of the majors now. He is the man to beat.
Sorry, little man, Barone. Congratulations, Skimbo. Now Newton. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. They'll keep the offense out to go for it on fourth.
Hey.
They snap it to Newton. And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now a first down throw for Newton. And that's going to be caught by Funchess for a Carolina touchdown. Cam Newton with his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Gone! Watch him now, Barney!
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Caught right side, it's Snead. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. On third down, they go Montgomery. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Finds his target, Montgomery. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Now Jackson, escaping the pressure right. Caught by Montgomery. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Throwing is Jackson. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Luke Kuechly coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12.
Detroit!
On second down, here's Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Luke Kuechly in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Luke Kuechly getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. Here's Sam Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll roll him out right. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. All right, partner, let's peek ahead to Week 15 while we have a second here. It starts out with a good one on Thursday night. How about the Chargers and the Chiefs, a battle in the AFC West?
Yeah, it could very well decide the division, and that's a huge, huge ball game. And who saw that coming when the season began, that this would decide the whole deal? How about our first Saturday games of the year? Texans, Jets, Browns, Broncos, and those are going to feature the young quarterbacks. Sam Darnold with the Jets, Baker Mayfield with the Browns.
And then Sunday, the late game, Pats and Steelers. You get Eagles, Rams Sunday night, Saints, Panthers Monday. I mean, hello, Week 15.
Yeah, that means I'm doing absolutely nothing the entire weekend except sitting on the couch and watching ball.
Well, you're also working a game on Sunday.
Oh, yeah, besides that.
Okay. Right. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. To throw on second down, Jackson. That's caught by Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. Jackson from the shotgun. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Jackson on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. John Brown. He scored on the ground and through the air. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up. Again, Jackson goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Nifty move. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gun. Great. That's it. 180.
To throw on second down is Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really,
Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Gun!
Jackson looking to throw on second down. And an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Gun!
They go play action now. Jackson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 30 down to about the 27. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Detroit!
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And it's a fumble. And the Panthers have recovered. And they're going to come up. Empty here on 4th down. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Flushed out right. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now Newton taking a shot for Samuel, and he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton with his 5th touchdown pass of the game, and the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Blue line.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. He's going to air one out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flush to his right. And no, it's incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down. And, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They come up in an offset eye. Now it's Newton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Moore, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about play?
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They go play action with Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. He's going to let it fly. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this